Hi everyone. I'm Sadhana, a first-year student at Nmit Institute of Technology, Yelhunka. I've always loved seeing how engineering and design shape everyday life, and smart cities bring that to center stage. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore how data, connected devices, renewable energy, and people-first planning can turn traffic-choked, resource-hungry metros into vibrant, resilient communities. I'll share global success stories, lessons from Indian pilots, and a realistic roadmap for scaling solutions. Think of this talk as a guided tour, from bold vision down to nuts and bolts tactics you and I can champion right here at home. Ready? Let's dive in and imagine the city of tomorrow today. A smart city is more than flashy gadgets. It's an urban ecosystem where digital infrastructure, physical assets, and human services are stitched together by real-time data. Imagine streetlights that dim when no one's around, bins that call for pickup only when full, and traffic lights that learn rush hour patterns and adapt on the fly. Under the hood, millions of IoT sensors feed cloud platforms that crunch numbers, spot anomalies, and trigger responses in seconds. The goal isn't tech for tech's sake, it's to boost efficiency, cut costs, and improve quality of life, whether you're a commuter, street vendor, student, or senior citizen. Why go smart? The big drivers. 3 megatrends push cities toward smart status. First, urbanization. By 2050, 2/3 of humanity will live in cities. Bangalore alone adds 1,000 people a day. Second, sustainability. Cities consume 78% of global energy and produce over 70% of CO2. Climate targets are impossible without urban action. Third, equity. Digital tools can bring public services to marginalized communities faster than brick-and-mortar expansion. Whether it's telehealth for rural migrants or e-learning kiosks for low-income kids, smart solutions bridge gaps that highways and flyovers can't. Digital nerves out everywhere. Think of IoT sensors as a city's nervous system, constantly feeling temperature, vibration, water flow, and air quality. In Barcelona, smart irrigation uses soil moisture probes to cut park water use by 25%. In Surat, flood monitor nodes send early warnings that save lives during monsoon surges. With edge AI chips getting cheaper, devices can pre-process data locally, reducing bandwidth costs and latency. For citizens, that means fewer outages, cleaner streets, and apps that show bus arrival times to the minute. Pillar 2: Green power and clean air. Energy is the lifeblood of any city. Rooftop solar paired with neighborhood microgrids lets buildings sell excess power to neighbors, creating local energy markets. AI load balancing predicts demand spikes, say during IPL match nights, and pulls from battery storage instead of firing up diesel generators. Meanwhile, low-cost air quality sensors upload hourly pollution maps to public dashboards. In Delhi, similar transparency helped push odd-even traffic rules and smokestack retrofits. The lesson: when citizens see real-time data, collective pressure for cleaner practices skyrockets. Pillar 3: Moving smarter, faster. Transport gobbles up time, fuel, and patience. Copenhagen's green wave traffic lights give cyclists a continuous run if they maintain 20 kilometers per hour, boosting bike commutes by 10%. Closer home, Hyderabad's AI cameras count vehicles and tweak signal cycles, slicing average wait times from 50 to 35 seconds. Add predictive maintenance on metro tracks, and you avoid service shutdowns that strand thousands. The payoff isn't just shorter commutes, it's lower emissions, healthier residents, and a city that feels human-scaled. Pillar 4: Click-fast governance. Smart governance means replacing paperwork mazes with digital one-stop shops. Estonia, the gold standard, lets citizens register businesses, pay taxes, and even vote online using a secure digital ID. In India, Bengaluru's Fix My Street app crowdsources pothole photos and routes jobs to civic crews, closing complaints in days, not months. Live dashboards flag bottlenecks, while blockchain audit trails deter tampering. The result is a virtuous cycle. Transparency builds trust, trust boosts citizen engagement, and engaged citizens report issues faster than any inspector squad could. Data, the new electricity. Data's value compounds when shared responsibly. London's Open Data Portal hosts 1,700 datasets, from bike dock vacancies to fire hydrant locations, sparking over 500 third-party apps. But with great datasets come great responsibilities. Anonymization, consent, and cybersecurity must be designed in from day one. Federated learning, where algorithms travel to data instead of vice versa, is emerging as a privacy-preserving game-changer. Designing for people, not just technology. We often get carried away with technology and forget who it's meant to serve: people. A smart city isn't smart if it's confusing, exclusive, or only benefits the top 10%. The best solutions are designed with users in mind, especially the elderly, differently abled, and underprivileged. For example, in indoor, smart toilets were built in crowded markets, but no one used them. Why? Because they weren't accessible for women or the elderly. When designers went back, listened, and redesigned the layout, usage doubled. In contrast, Bangalore's digital bus boards with live arrival times made a huge difference for commuters who don't use smartphones. The lesson here is clear. Before building apps or sensors, talk to the people who will actually use them. Human-centered design isn't an optional step. It's the smartest one. Lessons from Singapore: small city, big vision. Singapore might be a small country, but it's miles ahead when it comes to smart city innovation. What makes it special isn't just the tech. It's how they think. The entire city acts like a living lab. For instance, housing complexes have sensors that monitor elevator performance so repairs happen before anything breaks. They use predictive analytics to manage flood-prone zones, and even trees are tagged with RFID to track their health. But here's the key: citizens are part of the process. Every new tech rollout involves public feedback, testing, and education. That's what we can learn from, not just the gadgets but the culture of experimentation and citizen trust. If Singapore can achieve this with limited land and natural resources, imagine what a city like Bangalore could do with the right mindset. Spotlight: Bengaluru turning on smart grids. Bengaluru's Bescom utility uses AI to juggle rooftop solar, battery buses, and mushrooming EV chargers. A digital twin of the grid runs thousands of what-if scenarios each night, guiding next-day switching plans. Early pilots cut feeder losses by 4%, worth 120 Indian rupees crore annually. Imagine scaling that saving across India's 70-plus smart city missions. Hurdles, hacks, and ethics. Smart dreams face real-world potholes: legacy laws, vendor lock-in, and the digital divide. To dodge lock-in, cities like Helsinki mandate open APIs for every tender. To bridge divides, Pune installed community Wi-Fi and taught seniors to book e-clinic slots. On ethics, I believe in 3 non-negotiables: explicit consent, algorithmic transparency, and independent audits. How can we build smarter Indian cities? India doesn't need to copy-paste solutions from abroad. We need our own smart city blueprint. So where do we start? First, listen to the people. Every city has unique problems, so surveys, data collection, and even WhatsApp polls can help spot the real gaps. Next, start small, like installing smart streetlights or waste bins that alert for pickup. These quick wins build confidence. Then scale up, bring in startups, local governments, and colleges to collaborate. And finally, keep citizens in the loop. Share results, fix what doesn't work, and celebrate what does. Smart cities aren't made by magic, they're built step by step, when communities, technology, and government move together. Scoreboard: how we know it's working. Key performance indicators keep hype honest. I track CO2 per capita, average door-to-door commute, municipal service response time, and the oft-ignored but vital citizen satisfaction index. Publish these monthly and you get a living report card anyone can challenge. Crowdsourcing accountability. Sneak peek: 2030 and beyond. By 2030, AI co-pilots could assist urban planners in real time. Drones might deliver emergency blood through traffic, and asphalt itself could double as a solar panel. The big idea I want to leave you with is this: smart cities aren't a sci-fi luxury. They're a practical toolkit for building resilient, inclusive, and joyful urban futures. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Let's get to work.